Okay, court will come to order. Please rise for the
That's our
invocation.
favorite place.
Dear Lord, we ask you to be with us today as we go about the business of this county. Help us to make the right decisions. We ask you to be with our men and women in uniform, both at home and abroad. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, item number 4, approval of minutes of prior meetings, that being a special meeting on March the 24th and a regular meeting on March.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 5, Sharon Overstreet Treasurer, presentation approval of cash statement and quarterly report.
Our cash balances as of today, April the 14th, 2014. General checking, we have $758,633.09. Our tax pool investment account, we have $12,127,109.09. Total of $12,885,742.18. Our tax pool rate is 0.0365%. And if you'll look on the back, I have my quarterly report for the first quarter of 2014. Our beginning balance was $4,778,335.50. Our ending balance, 3/31/14, was $12,883,355.66. This report shows an increase of $8,105,020.16 for the first quarter of 2014. And on the back of that report, you'll see your tax pool rates for the first 3 months of the year.
What's the cause of difference?
How much was the difference?
No, what caused the difference?
The taxes coming in.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah, first of the year.
So I still don't understand why it's one quarter report varies so much from the other.
Because January and February, you have the bulk of the tax money
Right.
coming in.
But you were comparing it to last year, weren't you?
Last quarter, which
Last
ended in
quarter.
December.
Okay, all right. I'm with you.
I move we approve the cash statement and quarterly report.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6, Sharon Overstreet, presentation approval of registered claims to be canceled by court.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Rose, you got some?
Yes, I sure do.
He's not gonna let me finish this.
Well, it's always a pleasure to recognize employees who have dedicated a big part of their life to service Hardin County. And we have 3 employees here. And I guess we'll start with Billy because he has 20 years of service. And Commissioner, would you please be so kind and do the presentation?
Absolutely. Come on, Billy. It's a joy working with Billy Poland. Billy can operate any piece of equipment that we have in the precinct. He's very knowledgeable. He's often stepped up when Dalton's been on vacation or when Dalton was in the hospital. And he knows about all the infrastructure and what it takes to make it work in Precinct 2. And he's a great asset to the county and works really hard at what he does, dedicated to the mission. He's always safety conscious. And I know I certainly appreciate him and appreciate all that he does for the county. And see, I didn't tell him it was going to be in the paper. You should have waited till
Hey, Billy, you ain't getting off that light.
Yes, sir, I got to go to work. I got to go to work.
That's a good speech.
Well, next is Melissa Minton, and this is the last certificate she will get because, you know, she won the election.
Well, that was my speech.
But 15 years with Hardin County.
This is the most difficult task I've ever had in my life, stepping in for Judge Cummins. Listen, she was saying, that this is the last one you can get, because you're gonna have an elected official title for a long time. Good luck to you. Okay. You wanna say something?
No. Well, and last but not least, certainly, Tony Flower, 15 years of service.
Like a lot of other people in our department, Tony's a homegrown county boy, and has been with the sheriff's office since 1999. Started out as a reserve, part-time, and then full-time ever since. He's a dedicated employee, has put his heart and soul into the sheriff's office. We appreciate all he's done. I said homegrown, but he was stunning. So we're glad to have him, and hope he stays here many more years.
Thank you.
Any other speeches?
I gotta work on that.
All of them want to work on it, so that's great.
That's great.
Okay, item number 7, Sharon Overstreet, authorization for county judge and county treasurer to sign participation agreement with Tyler Technology for e-filing, and for treasurer to sign agreement with Chase Bank regarding same.
Okay. This is new technology, and the e-filing, it has to be in effect by next year. But they put all the counties in different slots, so they wouldn't have it all to do at once, and this is Hardin County slot, so I have to do it in this time frame. And this is just a participation agreement with Tyler Technologies, they're gonna oversee it. And then our agreement with Chase Bank to run their credit cards through Chase Bank.
Okay.
It's for the district clerk and the county clerk's offices.
Okay, also on the same agreement.
Yeah, there's different agreements.
A different
One
agreement?
with Tyler Technologies and the others with Chase Bank.
Okay. What,
Tyler Technologies is gonna oversee it.
It's
They
gonna
have
oversee it.
They got the contract to oversee it,
and that's with district clerk and the county?
and county clerk.
Okay.
And Connie can tell you more about the e-filing, you know, that's within their
I
offices.
say don't sign.
We have to.
You don't have any choice.
I know it.
Well, I think what she's talking about is what I hear, in that a lot of the attorneys don't have the capabilities of doing all this. And they're gonna be required by law, as I understand, to do it. Like in my probate court, they have to file a copy of that will, but they gotta bring the original to the hearing. And that's a little technical for them, is that, they don't like that. But then you still have to be able to do it the old way, because if they don't have an attorney, they're pro se, so then they can file without doing a e-filing.
And it's starting off with just probate and civil, and then it's gonna go to criminal.
So who's controls the purse strings on this?
They do it with a credit card, and then it comes through our banks, and we have to, the person that files the
All right,
case.
now what's this 3.3 up here, what does this mean? Other fees.
And
What
what
does that mean?
page are you on, Bobby?
Page 2. Talking about a chargeback fee.
He told me there would not be any fees. Chargeback fee is back to the person that uses the credit card.
Is that what that means?
That's the way they do now. They use credit cards to,
So it's not gonna cost.
when
the
they come
county-
in to pay instead of having a check
So
or
basically,
cash.
what you're saying is, this is not gonna cost the county anything
No, sir.
except added personnel.
We ain't getting any added personnel either.
We're not either, so.
Move we approve item 7 as presented in the agenda.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed?
No,
Motion carries.
no, just put this off as long as we can.
Item number 8, Angela Gore, payment of county bills.
Pre-approved expenditures for March the 25th, 2014 was $1,178.67. The pre-approved expenditures for April the 1st, 2014 were $18,122.33. The pre-approved expenditures for April the 8th, 2014 was $5,789.51. The pre-approved expenditures for the period of March the 24th, 2014 and April the 14th, 2014 was $426,048.90. And today, April the 14th, 2014, the expenditures for Commissioners Court are $365,783.41. The total expenditures are $816,922.82. Gross payroll for April the 3rd, 2014 was $386,062.05. FICA was $22,906.52. Retirement was $26,827.71. Total transfer for April the 3rd, 2014 payroll was $469,169.29.
Move we paid county bills.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 9, approval to pay invoices for Networking Plus for emergency computer for 356 District Court.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 10, Rebecca Walton, County Attorney. Discussion action to amend Child Protective Services 2014 budget.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
All right, so I'm here because, as you know, we've had a pretty lengthy CPS jury trial, which lasted us over a month, total about 3 weeks. And our CPS budget only had $4,000 for the court reporter, and that was going to be for the whole year. In addition to the trial that we just finished, we're anticipating, or there's currently scheduled 2 more jury trials, and they are anticipated they will each last 5 days apiece. And that does not include the twice a month that a court reporter has to be present for the cluster court judge, Judge Dunn. So the $4,000 budget that's in there now will not cover this remaining year, and I have given some information which shows that we will need a total of an additional $8,320 just to be able to pay our court reporter. And I believe I was told they get paid $280 a day. The additional $8,320 will cover her for 2 days per month, plus the jury trial we just finished, plus the 2 trials that are on the books now. And so I'm asking you to increase that budget to cover that expense.
I know that we had a bailiff problem associated with the same thing, and that the sheriff stepped up on that, and I appreciate it, Sheriff.
We have 0 money in the CPS bailiff funds, and Sheriff Kane did make sure I was covered the whole time. I'm very grateful for that.
Move we amend the Child Protective Services 2014 budget by $8,320.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 11, Shirley Stevens, Tax Collector, discussion action regarding tax refund application for account number 002190000415, which exceeds $500.
Okay, this refund generated from a homestead exemption being applied to this account, and the county's portion is $529.03, and I need permission from the court to pay that.
I move that we pay the $529.03.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 12, Road Stewart Personnel. Adoption of resolution number 12-14, reaffirming county officials' support for accident prevention plan.
Yes, I hope that the court still continues to support our effort to keep all of our employees safe at their workplace. And as you can see, some of the larger departments, officials have already signed off on it. And like I said, we'll do all we can and try to get everybody together to have a safe environment and a safe workplace.
And we've received statewide recognition
Yes.
on this.
Move we adopt resolution 12-14.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 13, discussion action regarding appointment renewal of local health authority for a 2-year term beginning April the 21st, 2014. Dr. Pastor had another meeting this morning, so she wasn't able to attend, but I support her in being reappointed. We've had good luck over there under her leadership.
Move we appoint Dr. Pastor for 2 more years, beginning April 21st.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 14, Commissioner Kirkendall, discussion approval of Hardin County anti-NIMBYism?
NIMBYism.
All right. Action plan for general land office fair housing requirements.
Part of the fair housing compliance with the county toward the state, if we receive any type of FEMA money or federal grant money, is that we'll take due diligence and make sure that we don't discriminate against any type of public housing or discriminate anybody with disabilities. And this NIMBYism stands for NIMBY, which is an acronym for Not in My Backyard, which a lot of times communities have fought, maybe put a sewer system close to a minority neighborhood, or to refuse people having access to wheelchairs, or correct and available parking and stuff like that. And so this anti-NIMBYism action plan for Hardin County is just for our compliance to go toward the GLO for any future FEMA grants or anything like that we get due to storm damages and stuff like that. So, and, April was declared the National Fair Housing Month for Hardin County.
Was this just formality, Chris, or is there some type of action we have to do to follow up?
No, just adopt it. It's just formality. So I move that we adopt the Hardin County anti-NIMBYism action plan.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 15, Commissioner Kirkendall, discussion approval of Hardin County infrastructure plan for GLO fair housing requirements.
And again, it's under the same type of umbrella that we were on. When we adopt this infrastructure plan, it's saying that we're not going to use any type of discriminatory methods whenever we employ the use of federal funds. So I would move that we adopt the infrastructure plan.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 16, Esther Scarborough with floodplain, discussion action on request from Jerry Reed to lease hazard mitigation buyout lots.
In your packet, you have an application to lease from a Mr. Jerry Reed. He lives on Charlotte Drive, and there's 3 lots there that Mr. Reed is asking to lease 2 of them that we bought out in the FEMA buyout process. So we're submitting that today, that he would like to lease lots 16 and 17. Block 5 on Diana Marie. And I believe he's already visited with Mr. Franklin, and so we're bringing it to court this morning to get it approved for the lease.
Does he live adjacent to these lots?
Yes, sir. He maintains them already. He's just wanting to lease them, so there's been some problems with some people dumping some garbage on it, that he wants to lease them so he can make sure that that doesn't happen again.
Okay, you, Bob? Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed?
Thank you.
Motion carries.
Yeah, he's been using these lots for about the last 10 years anyway.
Okay. And he lives
He's
next.
been keeping them mowed,
Good.
upkeep, so he's got, what is this, $1 a year? So he's got 10 years there free.
Item number 17, Teresa Wigley with Mercy Management, permission for local ham club, this is amateur radio, to place their transceiver in the courthouse radio room and connect it to an abandoned antenna on the courthouse tower for daily use and for emergency use by the county during a disaster as backup communications with regional and state EOCs. Teresa?
Did y'all have any questions about that, it's kind of self-explanatory.
Well, that daily use is what I got a problem with.
We met with a couple of the guys from the local ham club. They want to put their transceiver up there for daily use. It will act as a repeater so that they can have a bigger coverage area. The antenna's already up there, won't cost the county anything except maybe the electricity for the repeater, which the sheriff's office took their repeater out of service a few years back. So that we've already reduced the electricity up there. This is going to be beneficial to the county, like it says, for the county EOC to communicate with Austin and Jefferson County and I believe Orange County as well. If we have a disaster and we lose any communications here, that's how she'll communicate for us to get supplies and products and things like that.
It will not create any chaos or anything for the sheriff's office or anything?
No, sir. No, it'll be a benefit to us as well. If we lose communications, they will provide us with some radios to use off of this transceiver so we can talk to our units.
Ever since I've been in law enforcement, I've always had to deal with the skip. Are we gonna have a skip on that?
We asked that question during our meeting and they ran some tests for us and what have you. We didn't hear any skip on it at all whatsoever. Of course, we only met for a little over an hour, so they told us there's not any skip on this band of frequency, which is lower than the VHF frequencies that we used to talk about.
If you don't have a problem with it, I don't.
I recommend it.
And it's the belief of the emergency management and sheriff's department that this will be a benefit to the county, has potential benefit.
Yes.
Yes.
Move that we give permission to the local ham club.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Item number 18, Commissioner Cooper, discussion action on revised tax abatement policy.
If y'all remember, the current policy that we currently have was very small, couple of 3 pages, and the judge and I sat down and talked, and there's possibility that we're gonna, in the near future, have some good companies come in here, so we wanted to look at this. And the judge appointed a committee of myself and Mr. Wayne McDaniel, Ms. Gore, and Alex Stevens. And I think, I want to thank Wayne for his help and Alex Stevens, because they done most of the work on it, and of course Ms. Gore. But what we've come up with here is in our packets. If y'all have any questions, Mr. McDaniel will be happy to answer them. But we looked at several counties in the area that was similar in size to ours, and we looked over their abatement policies and kind of come up with the ideas that we have here, and I think it's pretty detailed, and a lot of the things that's going to be on a individual case-by-case basis as far as whenever it does come up, how we will actually handle it. But this is what we've come up with, and I recommend it, and I think it's needed.
When we look at this thing and read it, there has to be real property involved to even get the ball rolling, is what I understand. Okay, and if there's existing facilities out there, a building that's already there, it will not apply to that building, because that's already there and it's already on the tax roll. In fact, anything that's already on the tax rolls is not gonna be abated. It's only the addition to. Now, it has to have the addition of real property. Personal property is involved with it, and my understanding, it has to be attached to be abated. Now, is there any leeway in that? I hope not, but
No, sir, there's not. No, it specifies in there that it has to be fixed, a fixed asset to the real property.
Okay, and then my understanding is this: if we adopt or negotiate and adopt an agreement with some business, then each year they have to go to the appraisal district to renew that.
Yes, sir.
And this is like it always has been. It has to be a new business that's not in competition with an existing business. Is that right, Another?
What, I remember that coming up in our meeting, and that was a question. What did we decide on that?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Has to be. They're not competing against. We're not giving a tax abatement to someone that's in competition with a taxpayer that's already paying full taxes.
Basically, we would never consider a tax abatement for anybody such as a restaurant, retail
Correct.
establishment that's already in business here.
Is your motion?
I do move that we adopt this new tax abatement policy.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 19, Commissioner Cooper, permission to solicit bids to sell 1996 Ford Holland tractor with Alamo boom mower.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 20, Commissioner Cooper, permission to solicit bids for overlay of 2,260 feet on Hickory Hollow Drive, Precinct 1.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Again, you've got on this thing pretty strong.
I gotta spend my money, Judge.
Item number 21, Commissioner Cooper, permission to solicit bids for overlay of 1,440 feet on Sheffield Lane, Precinct 1.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Well, Commissioner Pelt gets in here now. Commissioner Pelt, permission to set public hearing for the proposed abandonment of approximately 20 feet by 334 feet on west side of Lot 2 out of never developed Main Street in Old Hardin Town Site as described in Volume 2, page 40 of Hardin County Deed Records.
Judge, Court, this is another situation like we just had here a few weeks ago. I'm asking to set a public hearing. This is along beside Langston Loop. Langston Loop is a 40-foot wide right-of-way that the county has, and the old public right-of-way was 60 feet, so it leaves a 20-foot strip down the front of this lot between Langston and the lot that the man owns, and he's asking that it be abandoned, and it's my recommendation that we set a public hearing, and I have the information on all of it.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion
When you want.
carries.
Let's see, when's the next court session?
28.
28, 9:45?
Oh, now, wait a minute. 28th holiday. Ain't it? No, it's 20. It's 18th, I'm sorry, it's 18th holiday.
20,
Yeah, 28.
April 28th, is that what we're talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's not-
9:45.
Okay.
Sure looks like it is. Is
It's National Holocaust Day.
that what it is?
What is it?
National Holocaust Day.
Okay. We don't get off of that, do
Yeah, but I mean, the way it's
I
fixed
move we
on,
do.
we? Yeah, they got it in
the
small.
way it's fixed on that calendar, it looks like it's a holiday.
All right, item number 23, Jackie Ellis Purchasing, permission to trade in 5 sheriff's office vehicles to Cowboy Fleet on 2 new Ford Police Interceptor utility vehicles that court granted permission to purchase on 2/10/14.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 24, Commissioner Kirkendall, adoption of resolution number 13-14, accepting proposal of Bancorp South Equipment Financing for lease purchase of Tagger Moore John Deere tractor.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 25, Commissioner Kirkendall, permission to rescind resolution number 1-14, accepting proposal of Bancorp South Equipment Financing for lease purchase of 2014 Super Duty truck.
So moved.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. I have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Stand adjourned.
Chris, are you gonna pick something up for the next court for the judge to sign? And you're gonna review this right here?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's actually